Hey everyone, and welcome to the Explainer for Professor Jamie Dingman's English C1000E course. We're going to be your tour guide through the syllabus, making sure you're all set for a fantastic semester.
So, let's jump right in. The main reason we're here is to get you ready for your very first assignment, which is the syllabus reflection. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly what you need to do.
First things first, let's get you introduced to your guide for the semester and talk about the gear you're going to need for the journey. Okay, here is all the essential info for Professor Dingman. Email is definitely your best bet for getting in touch with her. For her in-person office hours on Mondays and Wednesdays, you can just pop in. But, and this is important, her Zoom office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays are by appointment only. You'll need to book those through the Canvas calendar, so make sure you plan ahead.
Now for your materials. You're going to need the book, Orange is the New Black by Piper Kerman. But hey, no need to rush out and get it right this second. We won't be using it until a little later in the course. You'll also need good internet access and either Google Docs or Microsoft Word. And please, make sure you have a way to save your work, like on a portable drive or a cloud service like Google Drive.
And this is a big one. You've got to bring a device to class. A laptop, a tablet, even your phone is fine, starting from day one. If you don't have one, please don't stress. The Citrus College Library has a great laptop checkout program that's there to help you out.
All right, next up, let's talk about grading, because it works a little differently in this class. The best way to think about it is like your own personal GPS for the course. It guides you based on the work you do, not just the final product. So, this class uses something called contract labor-based grading. What does that mean? Well, it means your grade is guaranteed based on the amount of work or labor that you complete. The whole idea is to take the stress out of chasing points and instead really focus on your process of learning and becoming a stronger writer.
This chart lays it all out nice and clear. If you're shooting for an A, you'll need to do 3 tutor conferences and make sure you don't have more than 10 missing or late assignments. For a B, that's 2 conferences and no more than 15 missing or late. And to get a C, it's 1 conference with a max of 20 missing or late assignments. See? It's a really straightforward path to whatever grade you're aiming for.
This leads to a super common question, and it's a good one. If we're not using points, then how in the world do you keep track of your grade in Canvas?
Okay, and this is really important, so listen up. Canvas will not calculate a running grade for you. You are in the driver's seat here. It is totally up to you to track your own progress by keeping account of how many tutor conferences you've done and how many late or missing assignments you have. You have all the control.
Now, you are definitely not on this journey alone. Let's take a minute to talk about the incredible support crew that's available to you here at Citrus College.
You have so many resources. The Writing Center is amazing, and even better, our class has its own embedded tutor who is there just for you. Beyond that, the college has everything from DSPS and EOPS to the Student Health Center, a mobile food pantry, and even tech grants. Seriously, these services are here for you, so please use them.
Speaking of success, planning your time is key. Since this is a 5-unit class, a good rule of thumb is to plan for about 15 hours of work each week. Now, that number isn't meant to freak you out. It's just to help you get prepared and manage your schedule right from the start.
Okay, time for the main event, your first graded assignment. Think of this as your first checkpoint to show that you've got a handle on the roadmap for the course. So here's what you need to do. First, read the whole syllabus on Canvas. Then, you're going to write a response that's at least 1 full page long, and it has to be in MLA format. And the key here is to answer all 10 questions in full paragraphs, not just a numbered list, okay?
All right, let's run through the questions you need to answer. First up, what are your first impressions of the course? What seems overwhelming, if anything? What are you excited about? How much time do you think preparing for this course and seeing the tutor will take each week? And what is your plan for time management? And for the second half, number 6, how am I grading you and what do you think of this grading system? 7, what is the policy on missing and late assignments? 8, how do the requirements of this course compare with your other courses? 9, is there anything I should know to help you learn more effectively? And finally, number 10, do you have any other questions or comments about the course?
We're in the home stretch now. Before we finish up, let's just quickly go over a few other key policies that will help you navigate the road ahead.
Since this class meets in person, attendance matters. You can have up to 4 absences. For late work, you get a 48-hour grace period with no penalty. But don't forget the limits we talked about in the grading contract. And probably the most important rule of all, if you're struggling, communicate. Just send Professor Dingman an email. Now for a really important topic, academic integrity. The college is very clear about AI. As you can see here, using AI to generate language or ideas and passing it off as your own is considered academic dishonesty. The whole point of this class is to help you develop your voice.
Just look at the difference here. Using AI or cheating might seem easy, but it gets you a 0, you don't actually learn anything, and you could even face disciplinary action. On the other hand, when you submit your own work, you get awesome feedback, you learn from your mistakes, and you actually become a better writer. And honestly, in a labor-based class, there's just no reason to go down that road.
Okay, so what's your next move? It's simple. Head over to Canva, complete your syllabus reflection, and get it submitted.
And one last very important reminder. This explainer is a great starting point, but the full syllabus on Canvas, that is the official rulebook. You are responsible for knowing all the course policies in that document, so please, make sure you read it carefully.
We'll leave you with this amazing quote from Toni Morrison that's in the syllabus. A writer's life and work are not a gift to mankind, they're a necessity. So the big question for you is, what are you going to discover about your own necessary voice this semester? Good luck, everybody. Now go get started on that reflection.